Alright, so today we're going to look at a video of a food presentation. Today we're going to make a herb crusted chicken with its accompaniments. So for the herb crusted chicken, I've taken 2 chicken breasts. I've Frenched the chicken breast and I've marinated the chicken breast in salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, mustard and some olive oil. After marinating it for a couple of hours, I have dusted the chicken breast with some seasoned flour, and after dusting it with seasoned flour, I'm going to shallow fry the chicken breast till light golden brown in color. So initially put the skin side down. Once the skin side is nice and light golden color, then you turn the chicken pieces and you allow it to get a light golden color on the other side. So as you can see here, I am cooking the chicken at a low flame. Once the chicken gets a light golden color on the skin side, then we turn the chicken and allow it to cook. On an average, getting a light golden color on the chicken would take around 4 to 5 minutes. Once we are done with shallow frying the chicken pieces, then you remove the chicken pieces onto a clean plate. So once we are done removing the chicken pieces onto a clean plate, I have some demi glaze prepared here. This demi glaze I'm going to brush on top of the chicken breast. This will serve two purposes. One, it will add to the flavor of the chicken breast. At the same time, it will help the parsley flavored breadcrumbs stick to the chicken. Alright, so I'm going to lift the chicken pieces and press the chicken pieces against the breadcrumbs. So at this stage, we have to make sure that the breadcrumbs are stuck to the breast side of the chicken evenly. So press it nicely. At the same time, what we can do is we can lift some excess breadcrumbs and make sure that each and every part of the chicken breast is covered with the breadcrumbs. Any excess breadcrumb that is stuck to the chicken breast can be tapped off. Same technique has to be followed with the other chicken breast as well. You will lift excess breadcrumbs, make sure each and every side of the chicken breast is covered with the breadcrumbs. Press it nicely and then tap off the excess breadcrumb. Once the chicken breast has been covered with a herb crust, then it's ready to be roasted. Alright, so we're going to take the pie dish and we're going to roast the chicken at 160 degrees Celsius for a period of 10 minutes. Now here we are using a combination oven. So we've kept the moisture at 100%, temperature at 160 degrees and time for 10 minutes. Once the chicken is cooked, then we're going to remove it and allow the chicken to rest. Alright, so you can see here the herb crusted chicken is cooked and it's ready. We allow it to rest for some time before we can start using it. Simultaneously, let us get ready with the sauce. So we've prepared a demi glaze. Okay, now the demi glaze has to be served at the right temperature and it should be of a right consistency. So we're going to heat the demi glaze. Okay, make sure that the consistency is right. At the same time, we will check the temperature and we've added a small cube of butter, which will make sure to provide a good glaze to the demi glaze that we've prepared. So as you can see here, the demi glaze has come to a good consistency. So once it heats up, we'll keep it on the side and work on the plating. At the same time, we've prepared some cream mashed potato. Alright, so we've made a basic mashed potato, to which I've added some fresh cream and some butter. I'm going to heat this mixture till it's nice and smooth. It becomes light and creamy. Alright, so heat the cream potatoes. Once the cream potato is ready, then we can start the plating. Let me talk about a few garnishes that we've prepared, okay, which you will see in the video at a later stage. So we've prepared some cheese crisp, we've prepared some confit tomatoes, we've prepared some confit garlic, we've got some sauteed shallots, we've got some fried basil leaves. So all these things will be used for our plate presentations. Alright, so let's have a look at the ingredients. You can see here some fried basil, some shallot, confit garlic, carrot powder, confit tomato, parmesan crisp. We have the chicken and the cream potato demi glaze. Now this is the first style of plate presentation where the garnishes are going to be surrounding the main dish. Okay, so we have dusted the plate with some carrot powder. In order to prepare this carrot powder, we dehydrate the carrot. Once we dehydrated the carrot, we grind them in a mixie. This is our cream mashed potato. Using a spoon we make a round quenelle sort and we plate it, or we put it on top of at the center of the plate, okay, and then smudge the potatoes along the plate. So it provides a good height to the chicken. You can see it flowing from top to bottom. Okay, make sure that the potatoes are visible on the side. Okay, at the same time, the garnishes that I told about, we have some shallots which have been confit. We have some tomatoes which have been confit. We have some garlic which has been confit. So you will arrange these garnishes around the main dish, which is the herb crusted chicken. Okay, so place it in a symmetrical manner, making sure that it provides a nice color contrast. Okay, we've got some confit garlic as well. So this is also being placed at different places. At the same time, we have some pumpkin puree that was prepared, that is adding to the color contrast. It's giving a nice yellow color to the dish. Okay, so we've got some pumpkin puree that we've prepared. Alright, at the same time we have some fried basil that we're going to place on the plate. Okay, so place it at different ends, and at the same time we've prepared some cheese crisp made out of Parmesan cheese. So that would be placed on top of the chicken breast. Alright, so once we place the cheese crisp, you can have a look at the plate. This is how the plate would be presented in front of the customer. Now the angle, this would be the angle at which the chicken would be facing. The chicken breast would be pointing towards you and the bone would be away from you. Alright, in case of a chicken jus or a demi glaze, the demi glaze is generally served along in a sauce boat. Alright, so that would be served separately and it will be poured on top. So just for the presentation purpose, I have poured the chicken jus as well, and you can have a look at the plate. This looks really nice. Okay, another way of presentation that I'm going to show you today, another style where the accompaniments and everything, all the accompaniments that you're plating will be placed on the side of the chicken or the main dish. So we've taken some carrot powder and we've dusted it on the plate. Okay, make sure that these powders that you plate are put on one side and not covering the entire plate. Following which I'm using 2 spoons and making a quenelle of the cream potatoes. So that is being placed on one side, as I told you. Okay, so I'm going to make at least 3 or 4 quenelles and put it in a zigzag manner. Okay, once we are done with placing the quenelles, then we are going to put the other garnishes surrounding the quenelles, because the potatoes become the main accompaniment of the dish of the chicken, and all other garnishes that we are going to put is just there to complement the main dish. So we've got some confit tomatoes that I'm placing around the potato. Okay, again, symmetry is very important when you're plating. Okay, so you have to take care of the rules. Make sure that the accompaniments are repeated. They are odd numbers, they are always preferred. Okay, and then you have some confit shallots that I've placed here. At the same time, I'm going to place some confit garlic. Okay, so again, place it at different ends. It looks really nice because it gives a color contrast, it gives a flavor contrast. So it's important to place them at different places of the plate. Okay, at the same time, I'm going to use some basil. Okay, so fried basil, this is going to provide a good color, very nice green color. At the same time, it's going to provide some crunch to the plate. At the same time, once we've placed the basil, to provide some nice yellow color to the plate, I have got some pumpkin puree that I'm going to use. That's going to provide a good texture. It's going to provide a nice smooth texture. At the same time, a few dots of the pumpkin puree looks really nice on the plate. It adds to the color contrast. At the same time, it adds to the flavor contrast. And we had prepared some Parmesan crisps. So small pieces of the Parmesan crisp, which again provide a good texture to the plate, and at the same time it adds to the color contrast. Okay, now on the other side where there was the carrot dust, we are going to just place the chicken, and this is how the plate would be sent or would be given or presented to the customer. Alright, so I'm just going to turn it around and show. Okay, again, this could be an angle in which you can plate where the garnishes are on the left and the chicken is on the right, or it could be the other way around where the garnishes are on the right and the chicken is on the left. Now as the food has been presented to the customer, the chicken jus would be placed on the side, and you can pour it on top or around the chicken at the time of the service. So this is the final presented plate. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day.